Bridge Solutions, comparing costs in Turkey and Europe. In recent years, the construction industry has been booming in both Turkey and Europe. As a result, the demand for bridge solutions has increased significantly. However, when it comes to comparing the costs of bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe, there are several factors to consider. In this video, we will delve into the various cost considerations involved in bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe. Cost of labor. One of the key factors that determine the cost of bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe is the cost of labor. In Turkey, labor costs are generally lower compared to Europe. This is mainly due to the difference in minimum wage rates and overall cost of living. As a result, labor-intensive tasks such as concrete pouring, steel reinforcement, and formwork are more affordable in Turkey. On the other hand, labor costs in Europe are higher due to stricter labor laws and regulations. This means that labor-intensive tasks will generally cost more in Europe compared to Turkey. It is important to note that skilled labor is also a factor to consider, with Europe generally having a more skilled workforce compared to Turkey. Material costs. Another important cost consideration when it comes to bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe is material costs. In Turkey, the cost of materials such as concrete, steel, and formwork is generally lower compared to Europe. This is mainly due to the difference in import duties and taxes, as well as the overall cost of production. In Europe, material costs are generally higher due to stricter regulations and quality standards. This means that materials such as high-quality concrete and steel will generally cost more in Europe compared to Turkey. It is important to note that the quality of materials used in bridge solutions can have a significant impact on the overall cost and lifespan of the structure. Regulatory costs. When it comes to bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe, regulatory costs play a significant role in determining the overall cost. In Turkey, regulatory costs are generally lower compared to Europe. This is mainly due to less strict regulations and permitting processes. As a result, obtaining necessary permits and approvals for bridge construction projects is generally faster and more affordable in Turkey. In Europe, regulatory costs are higher due to stricter regulations and permitting processes. This means that obtaining necessary permits and approvals for bridge construction projects can be a lengthy and costly process in Europe. It is important to factor in regulatory costs when comparing the overall cost of bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe. Maintenance costs. Maintenance costs are another important factor to consider when comparing bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe. In Turkey, maintenance costs are generally lower compared to Europe. This is mainly due to the difference in climate and environmental conditions. As a result, bridges in Turkey require less frequent maintenance compared to bridges in Europe. In Europe, maintenance costs are higher due to harsher weather conditions and stricter maintenance standards. This means that bridges in Europe require more frequent and costly maintenance compared to bridges in Turkey. It is important to consider maintenance costs when evaluating the overall cost of bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe. The cost of bridge solutions in Turkey and Europe can vary significantly depending on various factors such as labor costs, material costs, regulatory costs, and maintenance costs. While labor costs are generally lower in Turkey, material costs, regulatory costs, and maintenance costs can be higher in Europe. It is important to carefully evaluate these cost considerations when planning and budgeting for bridge construction projects in Turkey and Europe. By doing so, you can ensure that your bridge solution is both cost-effective and durable in the long run.